I'm using a lapel. Look at that. Oh wait, that probably definitely just made a big noise when I touched it just then, didn't it? No. Anyway, hello gang, Ollie coming at you from a different location. Where's she gonna be next? Who knows? I wanted to just talk today about sleep. How weird is sleep, am I right? Basically, I just wanted to say a bunch of different things that I wish I had somebody else say to me when I was growing up in high school and going through like ridiculously long periods of time of just not sleeping. Okay, first of all, sleep is weird. You're essentially lying down in a soft space, which is, you know, nice, generally quite enjoyable, and convincing your body that you are asleep so you fall asleep. Like, the whole concept of sleep is just weird as it is, but it is necessary and it is important. However, it can be very easy to freak out, I think, as a young person when you don't sleep. Tips for if you're having a bad night. Stay away from screens. I know this one is super hard because as soon as you get into bed, what do? Pick up the phone and you start doing the scrolly scroll. And I do that now. But yeah, if you are having trouble sleeping, stay away from like bright lights in dark rooms, that sort of thing. Try and do something that chills you out, whether it's like reading a book or just hanging with your family or just sitting next to your pet. Look at your pet. Pets are so calming, like your cat or your dog or your bird or something. Like pets are great. Okay, so number one, stay away from screens. Number two, either drastically cut down your caffeine intake or just don't have any caffeine at all. I try to not have any sort of like chocolate or tea or anything from like midday onwards because I knew that that would like stir me up a bit more. Yeah, so try to avoid like energy drinks and that sort of thing, which in itself can be difficult because once you're already tired and you've had like a sleepless night or a restless night, you go to school the next day like, man, I'm so tired, better have some caffeine, and that's not going to help you that night. Yeah, so limit your caffeine. The next thing I'm going to suggest is be nice to yourself. If you have been lying in bed for like an hour, your mind just like spinning and you start panicking and thinking, oh God, I'm not sleeping, I've got so much to do tomorrow. Get out of bed, go do something else. Clearly it's not working for you. Sometimes if I can't sleep, I switch my body around so my head's at the opposite side of my bed. I don't know why. Sometimes that just works for me. Just try a whole bunch of different things. Maybe you need to lie on the floor for a bit or curl up in a ball or just go sit and watch like just one episode of TV. Don't put on a movie, because yeah, you're in for the long haul then. Watch like a half-hour episode of TV, but make sure you're in a lit space. Get it? Lit. Yeah, make sure that you're not in the dark staring at a screen, because once again, that's the screen thing. Write down how you're feeling, write down what's worrying you, like have like, you know, a pen and paper, but don't write it on your phone. I feel like it's much more therapeutic to actually write it out on a piece of paper. Yeah, just do something different. Don't torture yourself. Don't lie there going, I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, I'm not sleeping, because that's awful. And I used to do that, and it's like, if I just lay here long enough, it'll happen. You'll just be miserable. So go do something else until you start to feel a bit more tired, and then head back to bed. Finally, if you do all of these things and you're still not sleeping, don't beat yourself up about it. That's only gonna make things worse. Like, people have sleepless nights. People go through periods of insomnia. I'm pretty sure the reason I had a really bad trouble sleeping for a while was because my hormones were just like going crazy. Especially if you're a young person. If you're a teenager and you're having trouble sleeping, 9 out of 10, it's those hormones having some fun. Yay, hormones. Yeah, be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself. At the end of the day, you can do whatever you like, but your body will sleep when it decides it's ready to sleep. Hopefully not during the middle of an exam. Please, if you have any other like ideas or remedies or like experiences that you have had with like lack of sleep or things that have helped you, please have a lovely discussion in the comments below, because I love reading through your comments and it may help somebody else as well. Yeah, thanks for watching today's VEDA. Happy 20th. We're in the 20s now. That's happening. Happy 20th of April, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah. Bye.